Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I am doing my last week of May or first week of June. I've lost track a wee bit. Close out and stuffing for either the first or second week of June. So I only spent £5 of the £55 I put in my purse last week. So I've got £50 here to stuff into my challenges. So what I had in the purse is I've just left, and I've just taken the money for this week out, just because there's no point in. So I'm working on this toast challenge from Soph's Budget in Life. So what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm just going to put £30 into this one, which is going to be 3 icons on this, which means there's only £20 left to go, and that one is completed. And also the other challenge that I'm focusing on this month is the 10 hearts from Cash But Cute. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put £20 into that, but I've got money for my sinking funds cash stuffing, so I'm just going to swap some of this out. So that's 20, 40, and then we've got, so that's another 20. So got 85 in there at the moment, which is right, and then it's just to give me some change for my sinking funds cash stuffing, and then I'm going to pop the other 20 into here, and we'll colour in two of these wee hearts. Don't know where my chunkier red Sharpie is. I think I need to get some new Sharpies, just because I've kind of lost some. And whilst these little fine ones are good for some stuff, they're not great for colouring in where you've got more to colour in. So that's that one halfway completed. So hopefully that one will be completed in the next couple of weeks. Some more of these will be completed because I want to get these done as soon as I can. This one I'm working on throughout the rest of the year, but I want to focus on getting these two done first, and then I'm going to focus on this one. But what I'm going to do is, as well, is I know I've got quite a bit of change in here, so I'm just going to swap that out because I need 5s for Bailey's Christmas cash stuffing. So that is that done. I also have some Happy Mail from Rainbow Budgets and Plans, which I ordered off the money that I have saved for my birthday. So what I did get some placeholders as well, but they've obviously fallen out the box when I've been coming through. But I got some thousands, some 50s, some 200s and 100s, so I'll get them sorted out. But I ordered the rainbow jelly bean jar. So once the challenges in the challenge binder are finished, we're going to add this in. But I think we're maybe just going to do 5s and 10s just because it's easier. I got the Rainbow Roller Races Mini, just because the big one was quite a big challenge, so I got that. So I'm going to see how that one goes. And I also got the balloon pop, scratch and reveal, so we'll also do that. That saves 100. And then I got some Christmas ones because I couldn't resist, so I got the 4 Christmas ones. So the Gumdrop Button one, the Rudolph's Rainbow Nose, Jingle All the Way and the Rainbow Gingerbread House. So once we get nearer to Christmas, we will put these into the challenge binder and we'll just do these. I'm not putting them in my Christmas binder just because I already have a few things in my Christmas binder to do, and I also got a wee dashboard that, so we'll just put all this away just now and we'll bring this back out nearer Christmas. And we've also got the wee all the wee bells for the Jingle All the Way, so that'll be quite good fun. And we've also got the dice for the other challenges as well. Oh. So that was what I got. I'm also waiting on some Happy Meal from Studio Budget Co, which I also ordered from my money that I saved for myself for my birthday. And I also got the Rainbow Budget Mermaid box, so that was what I spent my birthday treat money on, although it's not my birthday till August. But you know, there was things I wanted, so I got them. So now we are going to do the sinking funds cash stuffing. So we're going to start with the long-term savings binder. So the usual £50 is to go into the emergency fund. Now this will have £350 in it, however I have got £250 in the bank now because I just swapped the cash out for a placeholder and moved some money about in the bank, just because I didn't have time to go to the bank, so basically that's what I've done, just to get the cash. So we're going to cross off another 5 icons on here. And I'm hoping that maybe later on in the year we can bump this up and get this to 1,000 before the end of the year, but we'll just see how it goes. Even if I only save 600 at the £50 a month I'm saving, I'll be happy with that, because next year, once the debt is completely gone, we'll be able to save a lot more into there. So £50 into the wedding, and we're £10 short for some reason, so I'm just going to round up to 60. Be 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 180 in there, which should be right, because so far I've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 130, yeah, and I'm adding 50, so that makes it right. So yeah, I'm going to try and add some extra money to this where I can, but we'll just see how it goes. The wedding isn't until September next year, so I have plenty of time, but again, this is just something that I want to get saved, get it in the bank, let it gain a bit of interest, and then nearer to the wedding time, but probably about this time next year, we'll start shopping for outfits and stuff. I'm going to put £10 into the bin permit. This is for next year's brown bin, because we have to pay this year. It was, I think it was £47.50. I'm expecting that will be a lot more next year. So yep. So I'm just going to save this full tracker. And then, so I've got £35 to go, and then just spend what we need to spend and then start again next year. That's all we're putting into here at the moment. Next year, once the debt's paid off, we'll be focusing on the rest of these, but right now we're just doing emergency fund and the wedding, and obviously the bin tracker. So birthdays. So I've nearly completed my birthdays, and we will actually be completing them today. just move that because I don't want anybody to see the names on the back of this. So I'm doing £100 for my granddad, but I'm only actually putting £50 in because I've already bought some bits. It's not till November, but that's 60, 90 and 100. But my granddad's favourite whiskey was on sale, so I've already bought him a bottle of that for his birthday, so, and another couple of wee bits, so I'm only putting 50 into here, and that'll give me the 100, and then what I don't spend I will funnel into other things. So that is now my birthday savings for the year complete. I don't have any more birthdays to save for, so in months going forward we will be funneling that £50 for birthdays just somewhere else, just because we're obviously we're obviously not going to save for birthdays when we don't have any more this year, and we're obviously already saving for Bailey's, so he gets £100 a month. Into his sinking funds binder. So it's got £15 going into groom. What have we got in here? So that gives him 50, so that's actually enough for his next groom as well. We did take some money out of here because he did get groomed. But I'm just going to leave this because I want to see how much we've saved. But actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a tick beside two of the icons because we did take £40 out so far. So that count for 30, and then what we'll do is we'll just, we'll just tick more off so we can see what's come back out to pay for his grooms. And he's getting groomed again on the 1st of July, so this won't be stuffed again before that, but he's got enough, so that's fine. Vet Fund gets 20 every single month. Regardless of what's going on, every single month that gets a 20. That is for any excess payments on insurance claims or just anything that's not covered by his pet plan or his insurance, or, you know, just for anything we need to pay up front and claim back. I'm hoping to get this up to quite a good amount, but we're just going slow with that. So the next one is Christmas. I like to put £30 in here just because I'm saving £300 for this. I know it sounds insane, but again, he's my baby and I like to spoil him. So yeah, and what I don't spend, again, I'll get funneled into other things. But being totally honest, I probably will spend it all because I can't help myself when it comes to Bailey. Which is why I'm saving so much, and then that way it won't sting so much when I go a bit crazy, because it'll already be saved for. So I'm doing the last two on his birthday, which is £20. So that's that Capricorn challenge completed. So that's £90 saved, and then I'm going to do this just to bring it up a bit more. And then I'm going to put, because we emptied the treat fund because he got a lot of treats, got I'm going to start saving this again, so I'm going to do 10, but what I'll do is I'll swap these two 5s and make that a 10. And we'll cross off 2 icons on here, and we'll just start that again. For the next time we do like a treat haul, because no doubt we'll be ordering Cheesy Paws soon. And I'll put 5 into the dog pack. We've actually got a new one that's closer than the one that's called the Scurry, so it'll be that one we're going to, but I'm just going to that, and I'm just using the weenies and martinis from Sauce Budget and Life just to keep track of what's in that envelope, just because I thought it was cute and had a wee doggy on it, so I thought that would be fine. So that is the boys' £100 stuffed for this month. I think he must be the most spoiled doggy ever, but why should he not be? And then I'm getting 100 into my binder, or am I getting, I think I'm actually maybe getting 90 into my binder. 10, 20, 40, 50. I'm just going to go with 90 just now, and if I need another 10 I'll take one, but I do think it's actually just 90 I'm getting. So here, I'm getting my hair done next week when I'm on annual leave, so this will be emptied out next week. Health's going to get 10. This is just for any pharmacy bits and bobs that we buy, ibuprofen or whatever. Dentist is also getting 10. And again, this is just for any payments we have to make at the dentist. I actually get free checkups because I have an NHS dentist, but I still have to pay for any fillings or teeth out or anything like that, so just saving for that. Doing 20 into opticians because I am needing to go to the optician. But I'm adamant I'm not going until I've got the money saved up, so that means we've got £100 in there, but I'll need a bit more than that, so we're just gonna, Nights Out is going to get 20 as well, because again this is saving up for some tickets. Now I did take some money out here to take my gran out for a birthday lunch, so, but that's fine because I should only need about £100 for my tickets, and I'll be back up there again next month. If I put 20 in again next month, I'll have enough to buy the tickets. And it hasn't been released what show it's going to be and if there's going to be one, so as long as yeah, I've got the money there when it's released, I can get my tickets and I can buy my seats. So 10 going into gifts. That'll just be for the next collection we'll have at work for whoever's birthday it is. But I don't think there's actually any more until October apart from mine. And I'm just going to swap that for a 10. So that's 10 going into books. So yeah, I was right, it was just £90. No, it wasn't, it was 100 because I was putting 10 into technology. So, oh. So I've got £40 in there now. And this is just a slow builder for new laptop or new phone when the time comes. Quite fancy an Apple Watch possibly, but that's not an urgent thing. I'm not in any hurry. So that is my sinking fund stuff for now. I'm going to change the setup a bit next year, so, and then we'll obviously have more money to stuff next year as well, because we won't have that big debt repayment. So yep, so we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 for Bailey's Christmas binder. And then how much we've got left? 20, 25, 30, 35, 20. $100. That seems too much money. So what I'm going to do is, I know I was planning to put 100 into my Christmas binder. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So we'll take that there. But then that means that I've got 10, £55 more. So I don't know what that extra £55 is for. So until I figure it out, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it in the back of here. I'm not going to do anything with it just now. And then if I discover it's extra or it's not needed for anything, I could come back and stuff it. But at the minute, I don't want to stuff it and then have to scramble to figure out where I'm going to recoup it from. So this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So that is correct. I didn't think I had a lot of 5s left because my brother come in, took all my 5s. So I was like, I've no 5s left. I thought I'm not going to have any ready for this, but I discovered I had a load in my challenge binder, which I didn't realise was there, so I'm actually alright for 5s. Because he was like, I need a bunch of 5s for work, so he come and he took £50 worth of 5s off me, or £70 worth of 5s off me last week. So yeah, so that was that. Because we all know how hard 5s are to come by. So yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm just recycling and changing these up as and when is needed. So what I'll do is next month, if I need 5s, I will just, you know, swap them out between this binder and my Christmas binder and just repurpose them for as long as I can, and then that way it means I don't have to worry about getting to the bank if I'm going to the cash point. We might actually get a couple of these challenges finished today, depending on what the dice says. Or maybe not. So I'm just going to pop that to one side for the minute, and I'm just going to cross off what needs to be crossed off on here. So just a 5 for challenge 1. So just 5 to cross off on here, and that's this one finished. a lot of these are kind of quite smallish challenges, but that's fine because that's kind of what we wanted. So £10 going into here. But what I might do is, if next time I maybe just get a 5, what I might do is I might just rub out one of these 10s and do the 15, just so that it's easier going forward, just to, obviously, if we only get one, we'll leave the 5s for if we've only got one, and just try and colour in more of these. But yeah, so that's fine. So each one of these is £2.50, so we're doing 2 on there. So near yet so far. I have to hope that next month we get £10 into here, because then that will be this one completed. And also, I believe challenge 6 is only needing £10 as well. Well, once we colour in. Oh, challenge 5 got 10. So that's these coming along quite good. A lot of them are actually nearly finished. 2 have just got £10 to go in, and 2 have just got £25 to go in. That one's got £25 as well, actually. So, and then this one's got 5, 10, 15, about 25 as well. So that's not bad. We're getting there with some of these. So hopefully next month we get something finished and we can make a start on some new ones, because that is us halfway through the year, and maybe we'll get a wee bit extra money and we can put a bit more into some of them. We'll just have to see. I think what we might do at the end of the month is we might just do a 6-month count up, just to see how much we've got in our binders, and just see what we've achieved in 6 months. So this is my Christmas binder, so this is for all the other bits and bobs. I've done my main present fund, but I've got my Christmas food. I've got just some money for something for me. This is for a trip to Glasgow for Christmas shopping. Not 100% sure if I'm going, but I'm going to save for it anyway. This is for miscellaneous bits and bobs, cards, gift wrap, etc. Advent calendar and decorations. So challenge 5 is Rolling March by the Rockin' Witch. So we've got green, green, red. So, too good to be true. I thought we were going to get a match there, but no. But never mind. And hopefully this week we won't be spending much money either, because we are now working Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, and then we come off on annual leave. And again, when I'm off on annual leave, I'm not planning on doing much. I'm getting my hair cut because it's desperately needing cut. It's not been cut for ages. But other than that, I'm not actually planning on doing that much. So yeah. So hopefully it won't be too much of a spendy week. And we can save a fair bit. So we're going across off. So this is for the Christmas food shop. I am off Christmas this year, or should be. So we will be having Christmas at my house this year because I am the one who cooks. Yeah, I do the cooking and that. So we've got 4 and 6. So that is this one, which is 2 on here, but I'm just doing them all 5s and 10s. So what I'm going to do is the one that's 2 will be a 5, the one that's 3 will be a 10, and the one that's 4 will be a 15. So we'll have these 2 are 5s, these 2 are 10s, and these 2 are 15s, just so it will save more than what it says on the the challenge. It says 2, 3, 2. It will save more than that, but I can't be doing with trying to find coins all the time. So okay, so we're going to do, here's Rudolph. So we need a 2, 4, 6, 10-sided dice because we've got 9. So what we'll do is we'll just roll the 10-sided dice, and if we get 10, we'll just roll it again. 3, so 1, 2, 3. Oh. And yeah, the reason why these scratch offs are different is because the ones that were on here went all sticky and tacky and stuck onto here, so I had to put new ones on. So that's the reason how these are silver and not black like the ones from Studio Budget, just in case anybody's wondering. Now this saves £100, and I'm not saying I'm going to need £100 for Christmas, gift cards, wrap, etc. But I'm just, you know, I'm just using this challenge for that. And again, any money that's left over or any other categories that go over will just move the money about. So we've got 5 and 5. We've already done 4 and 4. Which is 5 again. Oh, Christmas for me. So I'm just going to put a 10 in here just now. And then what we'll do is, as we add more in, we'll condense it down. Because I don't really want to be putting any 20s in here when I'm doing sort of 5 and 10 game days. 6. The reindeer are hungry and would love a tasty carrot. Each carrot is 5 and each reindeer is 10. saving 130 in total. So we'll just do a reindeer just now. And I think this came out one of the Studio Budget Lane boxes, and I just took this out of one of the binders I've got just because I needed a 6 challenge and I wanted a Christmassy themed one. Whole flip again. And it's a 10 again. That means we've got £40 in here already for the Christmas food shop. So that'll be like for Christmas dinner, or some Christmas Eve treats. Probably some alcohol for my mother. I don't drink, so... But yeah, probably something for my mum, because she'll probably want to have a wee drink on Christmas Day. Probably some treats for the dogs as well. So that'll not just be for Bailey, that'll also be for Millie, who is one of my mum's dogs and is Bailey's big sister. So she's also a Cavalier and she is 7. And for little Maddie, who is a Cavapoo, she just turned 2 on Saturday, who is little Madam. And she is affectionately nicknamed Tato by us being me and Bailey, because when she was a puppy and she curled up, she looked like a little baked potato. So yeah, so some wee treaty bits and bobs for them, just to give them some extra treats for Christmas as well, although they'll get their presents as well. So I'll get them something, and then so will Bailey. And that's what Bailey's wee Christmas binder's for, to get some stuff for them, some stuff for his best friend called Django, who is also a Cavalier. So we have £20 left. Some stuff for Hamish, who is my brother's dog, and another 10, affectionately Bailey's cousin. Nala, who is my cousin's dog, get something for her, although we'll just be getting her something small because last year we got moaned at for getting her too much. So yeah, we'll get her something. And also Bailey's also got a dog walker he goes with when both me and my mum are working, just because, well, he loves it anyway, but also it takes, because I work 12-hour shifts, so obviously Bailey goes to my mum's when I'm doing my 12-hour shifts. So yeah, and it just takes the pressure off mum a wee bit if she's like working and, you know, needing, I mean, she's not got to worry too much about getting the dogs and that for big long walks, and it just, yeah. So, and the dog walker has got 2 dogs, so they are Bailey's pals, so you'll get something for them as well as something for the dog walker, who is affectionately known as Aunt Vicky. And also he will get something for the groomers as well. So that's what his Christmas binder's for, just for anybody who's wondering why I'm saving up money for Christmas presents. It just means it doesn't go into my budget. It doesn't eat into my budget, and I don't end up overspending for Christmas like I usually do, because he's got budgeted money there. Right, so we would have to have scratched off Rudolph, who is 20, and we only actually have £10 left. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a wee cross here to signify we've done that one. We're going to leave this, and what we're going to do is at the start of the next game day, we will put £20 straight into here before we roll. And we're going to roll again for the last £10. Challenge 5, which is rolling match. Again, just because I just feel like I don't want to do like half measures, I would rather just put the full 20 in. So that's 10 going into here. So that's £40 towards an advent calendar already, and it will be a budget and advent calendar. I'm not entirely sure whose I'm going to go for this year yet. Last year I had Studio Budget Co and Budget with Ira, because me being me couldn't just pick one and ended up getting about 5 different ones. Not planning to do that this year. I'm planning to maybe get No Dingley Designs or Sauce Budget in Life or something. Although I think if Studio Budget Co does one, I will need to get that because I don't think I'll be able to resist it. So I'm hoping to get no more than maybe 2, maybe 3 at push this year. Not because I need them, but because I want them. But that's why I'm just trying to save ahead of time for them, just so that, because I'm terrible, I can't make up my mind, so I have to get them all, which is not really good for budgeting. But again, next year obviously, when I don't have the debt as well, I'll be able to get more money into savings, so I'll be able to save a wee bit more up and treat myself a wee bit more as well. As well as working on, you know, my big savings goals. So that is all the money stuffed, apart from that £55 that I don't actually know what it's for. So that's been put aside. We're not stuffing that purely because it could be for something. So the plan over the next few weeks is to focus on the Toast Challenge and the 10 of Hearts, get these done, and then we're going to focus on getting this book from Sauce Budget in Life done for the rest of the year. And hopefully we don't need to take any money out of this before the end of the year. So at the end of the year we could do a big allocation with all this money along with the money that's within this tin. So this is going to be a combination of this envelope challenge from a Budget with Ira advent calendar, which saves £300, and the sticker, which has got £640 on it, and I think this was from, yeah, Little Moon Budgets, and it came in something that I bought. So yeah, so between this and this, I'm hoping to have a very good chunk to start off next year with. So if we can get ahead of the game with getting birthdays stuffed, getting a start on Christmas gifts done in the 1k savings box, and then maybe a wee start on like the emergency fund and things as well, that'll be brilliant. But we'll just see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. But yeah, we've got big savings plans for next year. So that's all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me waffle. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.